All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday on the Steve Malzberg Show. Welcome aboard from our New York City studios. And I got to tell you, it has been a crazy, crazy week. And if you were with me last night, just at about this time, we played a video that had just come out, and I predicted that the media would basically ignore it. Well, they haven't ignored it, but I think they're focusing on the wrong thing in the video. What am I talking about? All right, Hillary Clinton was confronted by a Sanders supporter, a Greenpeace person, they say, asking her why she's taking money from the fossil fuel industry, and here's how it went. All right, now, to me, it's not what she said, which turns out not to be true. It's that she pointed her finger, poked her finger in the face of a young woman at this rally. Now, if Donald Trump had done that, or any Republican candidate had done that, oh my God. So we're going to talk about that with our panel coming up in just a second. And then Hillary was interviewed yesterday, and she was asked about Donald Trump and sexism and abortion and the whole thing. And listen, you know what chutzpah is? This should be this next to it in the dictionary. Watch this.
I think you have to take the man and say to yourself, this is someone who wants to occupy the Oval Office where Franklin Roosevelt, Teddy Roosevelt, Abraham Lincoln, George Washington are people who were our president. And I don't think it's just a woman's issue. I think it's an issue that should be of concern to all Americans.
All right, so she answered that in the context of, Donald Trump and the way he treats women and getting into the White House, and she brought up the Oval Office and who has previously occupied the Oval Office. What did Bill Clinton do in the Oval Office, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, let me think. Oh, yeah. I don't want to get in trouble here. So I'm going to, does the name Monica Lewinsky come to mind? Kathleen Willey, who went on 60 Minutes and said she was groped in the Oval Office against her will. I mean, she's sitting there and talking about the Oval Office and who's occupied it in the context of women and Trump. See, this is why Trump needs the nomination. He will take her on these issues. He will bring Kathleen Willey. He will bring other women forward who say, Bill did this to me and Hillary facilitated it and Hillary threatened me. I can't believe what I'm seeing there. And of course, the guy, whoever he is, didn't follow up one little bit. But that's insane. And then there's the Hillary ad for the New York primary, which is coming up April 19th, right here in New York, and all of the state, of course, not just New York City. And this is what she ran.
New York, 20 million people strong. No, we don't all look the same. We don't all sound the same either. But when we pull together, we do the biggest things in the world. So when some say we can solve America's problems by building walls, banning people based on their religion, and turning against each other, well, this is New York, and we know better. I'm Hillary Clinton, and I approve this message.
Look, I know she lives in Chappaqua, which was, when she moved in, the most statistically lily-white demographic almost in the country, certainly in New York State. But Donald Trump was born in what, Queens? He's a New Yorker. Oh my gosh. All right, and then there's Bernie Sanders, who yesterday, Bernie Sanders had 18,000 people at a rally in a park in the Bronx in New York. Watch.
If there is a large voter turnout, we will win. And if we win here in New York, we are going to make it to the White House.